Welcome to the 5-Minute PM episode 46, where we break down everything project management into 5-minute segments. Today we're diving into a topic that impacts every project, the psychology of deadlines. Deadlines, love them or hate them, they're everywhere. But have you ever wondered why they're so effective, or why they sometimes backfire? Let's talk about what makes deadlines tick, why they motivate us, and how you can use this knowledge to make your projects more successful. First, let's explore the basics. Deadlines work because they create a sense of urgency. This taps into Parkinson's law, which states, work expands to fill the time available for its completion. In other words, if you give someone 2 weeks to do something, they'll likely take the full 2 weeks, even if the task only requires a few days. Deadlines help us focus and prioritize. They force us to decide what needs to get done right now. Without them, tasks can feel endless, leading to procrastination. But here's the catch. Not all deadlines are created equal. The way you set and communicate deadlines can either inspire productivity or cause unnecessary stress. Deadlines influence behavior because of two psychological phenomena: the Zeigarnik effect. This effect tells us that incomplete tasks stick in our minds, creating mental tension until they're finished. Deadlines amplify this tension, which is why we feel compelled to act. Temporal motivation theory. This theory explains that motivation increases as a deadline approaches. Think about cramming for an exam or pulling an all-nighter before a project submission. As time runs out, the urgency skyrockets and we shift into high gear. Now, deadlines aren't always smooth sailing. Let's discuss some common pitfalls. Unrealistic deadlines. Ever heard of Hofstadter's law? It states, it always takes longer than you expect, even when you account for Hofstadter's law. Setting impossible deadlines can demotivate your team and lead to burnout. Too many deadlines. When everything is urgent, nothing is urgent. Overloading your team with deadlines can cause stress and reduce overall productivity. Lack of accountability. If there are no consequences for missing a deadline, people might deprioritize it. Here are 5 tips to master the art of setting deadlines. First, be specific. Avoid vague timelines like ASAP or soon. Instead say, submit the draft by Friday at 5 p.m. Specificity reduces confusion and gives your team clarity. Second, involve the team. When people help set deadlines, they're more likely to buy in. Ask for input, like, how much time do you need for this task? Third, break it down. Big projects can feel overwhelming. Break them into smaller tasks with mini deadlines to keep progress steady and manageable. Fourth, balance challenge and realism. Deadlines should be challenging enough to motivate but realistic enough to achieve. Use past project data to estimate accurately. And finally, communicate the why. Explain the importance of the deadline. When people understand how their work impacts the bigger picture, they feel more motivated. Let me share a quick example. A software development team was struggling to deliver a project on time. The issue? Their final deadline was 6 months away, which made it easy to procrastinate. The project manager introduced bi-weekly milestones, essentially mini deadlines for each sprint. This change created a rhythm of accountability and progress, and the team delivered the project a week ahead of schedule. Now, what if deadlines cause stress instead of productivity? Here's how to help your team. Offer flexibility. If someone is struggling, adjust deadlines where possible. A little breathing room can go a long way. Recognize progress. Celebrate small wins along the way to keep morale high. Provide support. Check in with your team regularly to address roadblocks before they derail the timeline. Sometimes you don't need a hard deadline. Soft deadlines, which are more flexible, can be useful for creative tasks or initial brainstorming. They reduce pressure while still encouraging progress. For example, instead of saying submit your ideas by Monday, you could say, let's aim to share ideas by early next week. Deadlines are more than just dates on a calendar. They're powerful psychological tools. By understanding how they influence behavior, you can set deadlines that motivate rather than overwhelm. Your next step? Look at your current project deadlines. Are they clear, realistic, aligned with your team's capacity? If not, it's time to make adjustments. That's it for episode 46 of the 5-Minute PM. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep your projects on track and your team thriving.